Let these ads play real quick.
The truth is,
Yeah. Watch this.
Hold on.
Give me your take on this.
To dissolve parts of your previous image. That is the top human skill set, a willingness to die.
I'm gonna go there because you brought that up.
Yeah.
Up until a while back, you probably thought you were made out of Teflon.
Who knows what you would do if people that you loved were being threatened?
You've got to put yourself in someone else's shoes.
You might say, I wouldn't do what that fool doing. I definitely wouldn't be doing that.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I was shocked
Yeah.
that you were willing to go there. How are you internally during all of that?
Yeah, so to have had all the sex, how many more #1 movies do I need? How many more Grammys do I need? It is such a rare gift to get to the end in the place where only God is love. I've read the Quran from cover to cover. I've read the Bhagavad Gita. I've read the teachings of the Buddha. If I had to say what my religion is
This.
So he basically talks about the catastrophe of getting literally everything you want, everything to the nth degree, and then realizing that there's nowhere else to go after that. And then your whole life has been striving. Your whole life has been trying to get that.
You achieved it all.
All of a sudden you achieve it all. And now that becomes a real crisis. And the reason it becomes a crisis is because now you have nothing to strive for. And the things that it's just more of the same. And so what happens is it doesn't bring you the same kind of relief and joy or even satisfaction. So he said, the only thing I could do was go inside and go try to find what these people are talking about when it comes to God. Or, so sort of like, why do some people stop, like in Buddhism and Hinduism, they say, once you make all that money, you then give it all up and you become, an ascetic, you meditate, you pray, whatever it is. But it's pretty interesting, man. It's like I can understand that. It's called the catastrophe of success. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to take that. I mean, Will's how old? He kind of did it all, right?
I think his kids are grown. That's part of the thing. If he had little kids, it'd be different, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes and no. I would question how much he was in their lives as busy as he was. I think the difference between me and him is, I'm telling you right now, if I could stop, I can't. Nor would I want to. I like this stuff. I like podcasting and doing stuff. But if like out of everything I do, nothing comes close. And it's gonna happen with Basti. It's not that I favor Tiger. Basti's more talented than Tiger, but when Tiger has a good game, like dominates, dude, right? I've been in the UFC, NFL. Nothing is better. There's nothing else I'd rather do. There's nothing.
Yes.
There's absolutely nothing. Like when he's playing well and balling out, that's all I need, man.
Literally.
But I don't want to do anything else.
So that's what I'm saying.
There's nothing.
Yeah, and maybe I don't know that Will, because so you give up a lot when you are that busy. I can tell you, and you can tell you know how busy that guy was. Like
you and I aren't even a fraction of busy as Will Smith, or have the opportunities Will Smith does. You just like when I see The Rock, or even our boy Burt Kreischer, when I see his schedule. Now his kids are in college, but he was like that when they were little.
He talks about it. Like when you're gone.
He cried when me and him were on the podcast together.
Yeah.
How he's like, I wish I was around more.
When you're gone,
at least it wasn't too late for me to realize, like, hold up, stop the tracks. What's important here? I can keep doing this wild shit I was doing, or I can grow the fuck up and be the dad I've always wanted to be, and have a lot of knowledge put into him, and and that's what's important. So it wasn't too late because the kids are young.
Yeah, man. I think
I wouldn't trade for anything. Like I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. I think it's better for those people for those dads, like grinding and then their kids' lives. Like to me, success is I can go to all of Tiger and Bossy's practices. I don't miss a practice. I don't miss a game. That's success. I have the ability to pick him up from school and then spend 3 hours at his baseball practice. I've never missed one.
Think about what Kobe was doing with his daughter. Like he'd be picking her up from school. He'd go to practice with her.
Like to me, that's success. Success is to me And I realized probably honestly about maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, like success isn't having a special and selling out arenas.
Yeah.
Because then the amount of work it requires, and you got to be selfish, man. You do. In order to be a great comic, a great actor, a great athlete, you got to be super selfish.
It's gotta be on your mind all the time.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't make you the best dad.
No.
And now there's some great dads who pull it off, but it's just different, man. It's just different.
This is from Jack Goldberg. Can you describe the worst time you bombed on stage?
Yep.
Let's hear
American
it.
Comedy Club.
Where?
First starting out.
Where?
New York City, American Comedy Club. All black audience. Tuesday night. And I was like, imagine being reborn a legless, flightless bird in the middle of the North Pole or South Pole. What's the deal with penguins? And I heard somebody go,
Oh.
wow. And it didn't get better from there.
I bombed at the Comedy Store one time. It's like the worst place to bomb, especially me, right? It was so much pressure. I bombed at the Comedy Store one time on a big show, and I wrote this new joke. It was a little dicey, like a little racial. And when those go bad, dude, my whole body got hot. I was like, oh, I'm going to get canceled.
Oh, my God.
Like, oh, what am I doing? And I remember I went back to the green room and was like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
That was horrible.
You just,
Because I did it with my buddies, and they were black, and they were like, dude, that's so fucking funny. I'm like, yeah? Like, yeah, I'm like, is it that dicey? Like, oh, you're good. Those are my friends. And they're comics.
like, what's up with this guy?
Oh, then you do it to regular folk, and oh, man.
No.
I was like, oh, I want to kill myself right now.
That's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, my. I want to be like, I'm not racial. I'm not
Yeah,
racist.
and-
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I messed up. Yeah. Like, if someone's filming that, I'd be fucked.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially at the Comedy Store. You know, like it was tough, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I would, yeah, that's a tough one.
That was a tough one.
All that stuff is tough. I was making fun of some of those farm people in, Nebraska. The Friday show, I think it was the Friday second show. A little tough. They were like, "Is he making fun of us?
Yeah,
What's going on?"
they didn't know, and then once they
And then I
warmed
got
up,
them
they were
going.
good.
I
Yeah,
got
but
them
at
going. But
first, they're like, "Hey, motherfucker!"
They're like, and they're
Yeah.
all big, and they're all, they're like, "Excuse me, where are you from?"
I know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I remember in Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama. I made this joke, and I was like, it was a physics thing. It was like I said, I think I'm funnier than Einstein. He's a great man. I mean, he wasn't like when trying to get helium to stick to a helium, when you're trying to get atoms to stick to a helium isotope, make sure you look when they disappear, look for them in your butt or something. I was like, he wouldn't say that. It was some physics joke that we used to always kill. Then I go, you people are uneducated.
The rocket scientist there.
But I go, you people are uneducated. You don't get physics jokes. You're uneducated. And a woman goes, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" Like this real
They're smart
Alabama
down
girl.
there. Yeah. They don't fuck around.
"Fuck you, motherfucker!" She was a real redneck.
Yeah. Oh.
And I was like, "Whoa!" But of course, now I'm engaging with her. But
Yeah.
some parts of the country don't like you making fun if they think you're actually making fun of them, which I never am.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how to get out of it, but you better know how to get out of it because you can get yourself in a hole right.
You've been doing it
quick.
long enough, or you're
enough,
fine
yeah,
if you get in a hole.
Always find a way.
It was a great time, though. I had so much fun doing stand-up, like on the road in different cities.
It's great, man. It's
like
great.
getting up at the Comedy Store. Like, God, dude, it's insane. It was such a good time.
Incredible.
Great time.
Incredible.
Okay. Here's a weird one from Fernando. Can Brian and Brendan give their opinions, if any, on soccer? Who's your favorite soccer player, and what's your opinion with the upcoming World Cup?
I love the World Cup. All I want to be is a soccer player with long hair, and I want to score, and I want to do that slide on my knees. And if I could do that, I would know that I was that I made it. Did you hear Will Smith on this? This is a good segue. Do you hear Will Smith talking about reaching the top and getting everything you want? Try to bring that up. It's a very interesting thing. I want to get your take on this.
Yeah. Also, let me, before we play that, when it comes to soccer, I don't follow soccer too much. Like, right? I love college football. That's my number one thing. I watch every UFC fight. So it's football and UFC for me. And then I'm watching I don't miss a Dodgers game. I've watched every Dodger game this year. I'll continue to do that in Texas. I love the Dodgers. So it's tough for me to take on another sport.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I'll watch the World Cup. I root for the U.S., of course, in England.
right there.
Yeah,
Inside
I've never
your
got crazy
spiritual
into
mind.
soccer.